Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, everyone's favorite space colony management game. How's everyone doing today? Well, we are doing just fine here. I let the save file play ahead just a little bit because I wanted to get this all dug out and all these 900 million construction jobs done. So our infinite gas storage is built that we set up in the last stream. Or last video, and we're gonna go ahead and get this all hooked up today. Let's see if we can't get this up and running. Also, we also got the power generators set up, which honestly we know we're gonna have to take this apart and put gold in at some point, but for now, since it's kind of cool over here anyway, this is gonna heat up. We're gonna go ahead and just let them be iron for now, and then we'll swap them out when the time comes. But that being said, we need to do a couple of things. We need to give it some power. Let's hook those generators up into the power grid. That will be just fine. And let's double check some things. Did we put the automation in? No, we did not. Okay, so let's hook up the automation as well. We'll get all of that sorted out. So that should all be on the grid appropriately, right? So this is which? Configured for bit 1. That doesn't seem right. That's configured for bit 1. None of these are configured. Oh god. Did we never set these up? Bit 1, bit 2, bit 3. Oh, we built them, but we never configured them. That's great. Okay. Well, that's only been running this way for who knows how long. All right, so coal we want on 1. Hydrogen we want on 2. Natural gas we want on 3. And petroleum / ethanol, whatever we decide to put in here, we want on 4. And now, we should be able to configure these independently now. At least that's the idea anyway. So, I think for right now, we're gonna leave this the way it is. I don't think I might touch this, but at some point in time, we'll try to adjust these so that way we're consuming resources evenly, or at least based on what we have on the map. I think that'll be okay. And more importantly, we got this conveyor rail stuff all set up, so we should be able to actually deconstruct all of these storage bins. Oh, it's a miracle. All right, we'll get that out of here, and then we can configure this to be, we'll allow this to manual use. You know what I think I'm gonna do is, they don't need to come in here anymore, right? We're just gonna go ahead and not let anybody run in the room. So now, duplicates should not pick things up off of this conveyor chute, which is what we want. And they'll just deliver all coal that they find on the map to this conveyor loader. And that should be fine. Perfect. Great. All right, cool. Well, now that that's kind of sorted. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's just see how that all plays out. I'm kind of curious to see. Let's just make sure that it delivers a little bit of coal, you know? Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, is this gonna work? All right. And in other news, let's go ahead and get an atmos sensor on this pump because we're going to be hooking this thing up here very shortly. Let's go ahead and get that built. We're also going to need to hook this up to some power in the near term. What should we do about that? Well, we need to run power over into the different... Oh, we need to run power actually to quite a few spots over here, don't we? It looks like... Wait a second. Let's see here. What do we have? We have 1.5 kilowatts here. What's on this line? 180 watts. Well, that's not that much. All right, let's run it down this way. That can run that pump right there, and that can run these pumps. What are we gonna do about these switches that we have in here, huh? These gas shutoff valves. What are we gonna do about these? Should we just hook them into? I don't want to put transformers in just for this stuff. You know what I mean? Why don't we just get up like this? I know this seems kind of weird, but I like to run all my stuff in the walls. Don't ask me why. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing, all right? Don't judge me. You know, we just like to do things this way. You know, it's. Listen, I understand that you're having trouble with it, but you know, sometimes we need to compromise. All right. And then what are we gonna do about this one? I think this can come over to here. We'll put a transformer right here. And we'll just flip it back around backwards. We'll set it in like so. Okay, that will be just fine. All right. Boom, boom. Done, done. What are we gonna do with this water? That water, God, that sucks. And plus we gotta take this pipe out. We gotta reverse the flow of this fluid in this pipe. Oh man, okay. Well, for right now, there's no sand here, right? This is all sandstone. Okay, nothing's gonna fall. We're not gonna pour a bunch of fluid. This is classic Ben happening right here. Are we gonna pour a bunch of fluid on the ground? Is that what's gonna happen? Okay. Well, we'll let them build that. What did we build this wire out of that it's asking for us to upgrade? Copper. Okay. All right, well, we'll have them build all this out. Get to work on that. Let's get all this different construction jobs done. These can get done. This can all get done. Excellent. Oh, we can't go in there. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I guess so much for that idea. I'm gonna send this back to sweep only for a little bit. Watch, I'll forget about this. Just so they don't pick this coal up that's sitting on the ground here for the auto sweepers. Okay, cool. So, now that that's done, we have a few things we need to do, right? Let's go ahead and extend this pipe a little bit. So this is going to be kind of like the beginning of the sorting system for the infinite gas storage that we're building. And we're going to sort any gas that's in this pipe, and we're going to send it to wherever we want it. So in this case, we want to say if we need an element sensor on all of these different ones. I'm just going to precautionary build these out of, I suppose it doesn't matter. The valve is made out of iron, for crying out loud. Well, that's right. We have gold now, so let's use it. All right, we're gonna need some automation for all of these. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. All right, and once those are built, we'll configure those, so that way we can start running some things through here. The only thing left to do then is that point is we need some power hooked up, and then we need to get some fluids in here. All right, great. So last but not least, let's configure all of the pressure. Well, you know what? I feel like we're jumping the gun here a little bit. Oh wow, we forgot to put atmo sensors in all these. But we're gonna need to set up and configure all of the atmo sensors that we're putting in these different spaces right here. So go ahead and get this put in. But something that I forgot about that needs to happen here, especially with this one. Let's make sure that all of the exit pipes are put in. Okay, that looks fine. When we close these up, we're gonna have to vacuum them out before we start filtering gas through here. So that is something that we're going to have to address. But I think we'll be fine. Okay. Oh no, did we build these out of lead? No, the sensor's out of gold, but the wire's made out of lead. So this might get too warm. What's lead's melting point? I always forget. Because I never build anything out of it. Lead melts at 325 degrees. Okay. I suppose that's fine. We'll just have to see how that goes. What's in the printing pod? What do we have here? Omelets. Oh, we will happily take those. Ah, good. They finally came over here and they did all of this work. So we'll just queue that up for a big sweep. They can work on that whenever they decide to work on it. And we'll get these last little pieces out of here. And then also let's mop this up. You know, we can get this water out of here now. So that's great. All right, cool. Well, while we're waiting, we'll let them keep working on this. We're gonna need some crude oil delivered to these little spots here. So what we're gonna do, if you haven't built one of these before, is that a gas vent, regular one or a high pressure one, will still allow gas to come into it if you put liquid in front of it. And putting liquid in front of the vent will prevent it from being overpressurized once we put it above the limit of the vent itself. So that way gas should still come out, keep continuing to fill the area, and more or less making this an infinite gas storage. Now we could spend 900,000 cycles building 900,000 tanks, and we've done that. many times. We're doing it on our Twitch playthrough right now. And, but for this series, we're playing with infinite gas storages. So if you find that to be a controversial topic, you know, we go back and forth. You know, it's good to work with it. You know, but then again, I think that, like, you know, if you don't like infinite storages, then pretty much anything with fluid in front of it should be broken. You know, if we're gonna like polarize it, oh god, did we overpressurize this? We did. Dang, that's what I get for pontificating. All right, let's see if we can. We need to mop a little bit out of here. Let's see if we can't just get a little bit out of here. Okay, how much did we leave in here? 4K, it looks like. 4K per tile. That's okay. We can do that. Okay. So, same. Let's do this. We want some crude oil. Let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit more in here. I don't want as much as it put in. I just want a little bit, right? So sweep only, please. Okay. Sweep this. This has 178 kilograms. This is enough crude oil for all of them, for crying out loud. I want more than 4K though. Okay, how much is that? That's 10K. Okay, good. That's perfect. All right, so this can get taken apart now. And then we'll do the same up here. Sweep only, crude oil. Sweep this bottle up. Take it out of here. And then once this bottle emptier is taken out, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna seal this thing off. And then do we need to actually vacuum this? This is the one that we're putting CO2 in. No, we don't. Perfect. So it's already ready to go. Okay, how are we looking here? What do we have? We have 12 kilograms. 11 kilogram. Perfect. Okay, so that one's done. This one can come out now. And then, well, last one. So sweep only, crude oil. And let's sweep that bottle up and get that done. Okay, cool. So now all we need to do is get this last few little bits done, and we can start closing it up. Looking good. These ones, we're gonna have to vacuum these out. So let's go ahead and just, we're gonna, how should we do this? This one, I think I'm just gonna put a high pressure gas vent on the pipe that's already run, so we don't need to run a new one. And we can just turn these on and let it flow over here, you know? This one though, we don't have this going anywhere. This is gonna be chlorine, right? We're gonna stick some chlorine up here. So what I'm gonna do, oh, there's the oil. Okay, oh. We almost overpressurized it, okay. Cool. So, now we can get this out of here. We don't have storage for crude oil apparently. Where should we should we just pour it back down in the hole? Why not? Let's just give ourselves a spot to dump crude oil. I think that's fine. Give ourselves a place for that. And then once we set the liquid storages, that'll be a non-issue, right? We'll just be sorting out all of that stuff when the time comes. Okay, we had a vent. We just need to put in a pipe, right? That's all we're looking to do. And that can get put in. All right, dang. Yeah, this is looking great. Holy cow. All right, so what we're gonna do on this one, we're gonna sort. We want to say, I want carbon dioxide. If there is carbon dioxide, I want it to activate this valve and send that carbon dioxide into this infinite storage. That's looking good. Go ahead and sweep this last little bip and bob out of here. And then we're also gonna go start putting in all the last remaining few tiles that we need. It looks like they're putting in the automation that we want. That's great. And have they put this in? No, they have not. Okay, so we're waiting for that. Same for here. Let's go ahead and get the last little couple pieces of insulated tile put in now. And we'll sweep all this out of here. This one's ready to go. Look at this. All right, cool. So, boom, did it, done's it. We have no power though. What's going on with this? Oh, I see. Okay. So I like to bridge over the top of heavy wet joint plates. It just helps me know what's going on a little bit at a high level. I know it's not necessary, but I do it. So we'll do that. And do we need to do the same up here? Did I already put them in up here? No, I did not. So let's go ahead and hook those up. This one doesn't need it, so that's looking really good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so then the chlorine, of all things. Look at this. This is just running. It's just going to town up here. Chlorine. This is not what we want. Stop running. Stop it. Okay. Thanks. I know you really want to work, but it's too soon. It's too soon. All right. We're gonna put in a canister filler up here because occasionally, every so often, we need a bottle of chlorine. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. Okay, and then we're gonna configure this gas pipe element sensor to be chlorine. And then this one is going to be natural gas. Great. Okay, and then we just need something put in for power here. I'm not seeing what it is. Oh, it's this bridge. Okay. So that can go. Cool. All right, great. So, natural gas. What's going on? A couple of thingaroos. So we're gonna put natural gas here. And I think what I'm gonna do, since I know that I have a dedicated line of natural gas, we could run it right up through this wall here, actually. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? We want to run natural gas directly into the system. We can, so why don't we do it? What we can do is, I think I'm gonna try to keep this area, there's gonna be a lot of piping going on in here. So I think what I'm gonna do is keep it as low key as possible. And we're gonna bridge like this. So what we're gonna say is if there is natural gas in this pipe coming into the system, cool. Let that flow into this area. If there's natural gas coming through the filtering system here, you need to halt this. Oh, actually, that could pause for a moment, couldn't it? I think we'll be fine. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. Anyways, it'll come through here and then block. It'll block this natural gas coming in on this line because this needs to send stuff and it's more important. So that should be okay. Anything else? Anything else? I think that looks good. I might change this. We might move this over here, like bridge it down here and bring it up. But I think that that's fine. You know, because it doesn't really need to block this. That'd be the one concern. Like, but crap. You know what? I'm too cautious. I know. I just am. It would have been fine. We just didn't touch it. But that's not how things work around here, is it? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a dedicated pipe for natural gas. Boom, straight in there. All right. And then this natural gas pipe we're gonna put over here on this wall. We'll run it down here, and we'll swap this out. So for right now, because we have mixed gases kind of like in this pocket here, we're gonna run all of it through the filtering system, and then at some point we'll come back, we'll cut the ties. And then, since this will be dedicated natural gas, we'll just flow that natural gas right in there. I like this idea. This seems nice. So, we have to deal with this water. Well, can we very, very carefully dig down here a little bit? How about we do something like this? How far is this ladder off this wall, by the way? Is this the... This is 30 tiles. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we'll dig this down. We'll dig it down here, and hopefully that will lower this fluid level a little bit. And then I think too, what I might do is we'll dig. Oh, that's gonna let all this in. That's okay. Okay, we'll do something like that. And then this pipe is gonna come, ooh, not like that, all the way over here. And then into the sorting system. Okay. So if we do this right, we never do it right. Okay, if we do it right, we'll be just fine. Everything is gonna be just fine. All right. It's never fine, is it? So actually now, interestingly enough, oh, so I think we ran this pipe wrong. This assumes that this room is going to be CO2 all the time, and it's clearly not. So we might need to make an adjustment to this one. We might need to actually run this into this sorting system. Yeah, I think we did that wrong, didn't we? That's okay. We just won't turn this one on. Oh, did we already mess it up? No, okay, good. There's only CO2 in there. Okay. So, if we can get to digging here, we'll get this all sorted out. We'll dig all this out as well. You know, they can build. We're just gonna let all that water flow down there. Actually, can we trap this? Can we actually change this? Let's make this 3 wide. And we'll dig across. Let's see here. Let's dig across like this. That would be good. And then the water should like flow from here down in here. Build this room up a little bit. And can we possibly we want to do this as easy as possible and not make a mess if possible. It never works that way, does it? Like, oh, all the best laid plans go to crap real quick. All right, let's get this liquid crude in here, and we're gonna set this to sweep only. Go ahead, and then let's get this bottle out of here. So we should have a home now for this bottle of crude. Yup. Perfect. All right, so infinite gas storage for natural gas is ready to go. And then infinite gas storage for chlorine, once this bottle's out of here, will also be ready to go. So that is super nice. Perfect. Okay, right? Power, check. Automation, check. Gas plumbing, check. Okay, cool. And look at this, we have CO2 in the canister filter, which means, technically speaking, we could set up soda machines. Well, that'll be fun. All right, everybody, get to building. It's an important day. Let's not dig this out yet. We'll do this once this water's taken care of, you know? Man. Look at this. This is wonderful. So, let's see how we can fix this or improve upon it, shall we? First things first, let's go ahead and just dig this whole chunk out and this little piece too. We'll let this water start flowing down here. It's gonna fill this little space and that's fine, right? Get all that done. We'll keep digging this down. I'm really hoping we find something. We still haven't really found anything. We know there's a geothermal area on this map somewhere. It is a geoactive map, so there's gonna be a spot with a whole bunch of things in it that we can play around with and use. We're just waiting for it to show up. And let's take this stuff out, you know? We don't need this. That can go. It's looking really good. What's everyone doing right now? All right, Lokran's on the job. Granite. Granite? Really? Hold on a second. I'm not putting in granite pipes. What kind of world do we live in? Igneous, please. Did we mess all these up? We totally did. We put these all in as granite. All right, let's try that again. Let's try that again. can all get put in. All right, we are digging. This is looking good. So, if all goes well, this should flow right on down into this area here. And then while we're waiting, we're also going to skim the top off of this. And just keep chipping away at it, you know? Also, let's open this up just a little bit to help this fall down. Nice. Oh, that's so much better. And same thing with this. Let's go ahead and open that up. So is it trying to like cling to the roof there? All right, sweet. So this is looking really good. How much water is over here? 500 kilograms. Okay, well, hopefully it'll work its way over and just keep flowing, you know. We'll keep digging this out. We'll keep making room for more water. We'll make like a natural lagoon. And now we can open this up. Holy cow, this is great. We can take all of this stuff out and extend our ladder a little bit. Wonderful. So there's plenty of space down here for water. We just need it to fall off the side, right? Does that mean that we could dig? In theory, we could open this up now. And then dig this little section off as well. It's looking really good. All right, looking great. So now, if this is working right, that's a big if, we should be able to turn this pump on. Oh, it's technically on, isn't it? Okay, well, let's do the let's set the sensor value so that it just doesn't start raining. Why didn't it start pumping? Oh, okay, because there's a missing piece of pipe here. Well, glad that's okay. All right, so we have to do a couple of things, right? We need to first vacuum this out. So let's go ahead and start pumping this chamber empty. We need to do the same up here now that the wall's put in. Let's go ahead and start vacuuming these valves, these little rooms out. We'll make them a vacuum. This one's ready to go. This is all carbon dioxide, so that one's fine. Okay, looking good. Let's see, can we speed this up? Okay, we have vacuum A. Okay, and how about this one? This one we need to leave alone for a second. This one might take a little bit longer. Oh, actually, it's almost there. Okay, well, perfect. Cool. All right, so if this is right, we need our digger to come down here. Dear digger. Dear digger. Oh, let me count the ways. Can you please come in here? And then we need to enable this grooming station outside of stable. Wait, what? Outside of stable. This is one tile. Oh, right. Okay, so we're one tile too big on all of these. And that's because we were going to put in an extra little one tile here, right? We just need to bring the room size down one to 96. 96 tiles, please. Okay. All right. This is looking great. We have this is a vacuum. This is a vacuum now. Perfect. Well, isn't this wonderful? So now we'll take this out so that way these pumps never activate, and we're going to configure all of them to be, if it's over 500, activate the pumps. Okay, so what are these set to? These are already set to 500. So 500, 500, 500, 500, and 500, 500. Perfect. All right, guys, I think natural gas can now start getting sorted. And we're gonna open this door while we're waiting, because we're gonna pump all of this natural gas out of here. Let's go ahead and capitalize on this. We're gonna pump this whole thing, and we're gonna vacuum this whole area out, more or less. And then once that's ready to go, we'll close that door back up. And then we never have to open it again, right? Okay, we finished all this, right? So this can be, don't go in here. Then we're gonna configure this to be allow manual use all. Okay, so now the coal should start getting delivered. And then this is ready to go. So if it's above 500. A moment of truth. Okay, so our gas coming on down the line. Once we get this door open, we'll feel better about things. Gas is coming right on down. And if, let's make sure that this is set up right. Okay, this is set to carbon dioxide. This is set to natural gas. Okay. It's a little late to be checking this. And chlorine, perfect. So now we have natural gas power. Well, this is so weird. This is the first time we've done this. I don't know how I feel about it, but hey, you know what? It'll work. All right, folks. We're up. Now, the next problem that I'm seeing right away, if we decide to let these natural gas generators run, we're gonna flood our smart batteries, because all that polluted water is gonna run off the shelf here, and it's gonna like come down here and flood this. And that's because we have not finished this work down here. We have a little bit extra job, a couple extra jobs we wanna do, right? We want a liquid pump down here, because what we wanna do is we wanna start pumping all this stuff out of here. And the other thing too is we have water in here, which probably not ideal. 1, 2, 3, right? All right, so let's set this one up, right? We want a low threshold of like 0. We never want them to turn on, more or less. And if they do turn on, well, turn off. So that can go. And then all of this is looking perfect. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's get this all cleaned up. And get all this regular water mopped up so the water isn't stacking in here. And then we're gonna have to find out what we're gonna do with this polluted water. But as far as I'm concerned, man, we're there, everybody. Check that out. I guess we're gonna let this run until it just vacuums this thing out. We really need them to come down here and open this door, though. And then we need to figure out what we're gonna do here. Oh no, the port is a port overlap. Shoot. All right, so we need to move this automation ribbon, unfortunately. Dang, we did not think about that when we put that in. So we have to move this automation ribbon. Let's just move it up. We'll reroute it. Because we need to put in a liquid sensor here, a hydro sensor. That's gonna be connected to this pump. We don't want to run this all the time. We only want to run it periodically, and then we'll pump the stuff out of here. And then we'll rerun some of this up in here, so that way the water is kind of like flowing different directions and whatnot. But we're there. This is amazing. What are these guys doing? Delivering iron ore. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Can somebody just come open this door? Can they not reach this? All right, cool. Well, all right, let's check what's in the printing pod. We'll take the Dreklet egg. How's everything in the else in the base looking? The base is looking good. How's cooling looking? Did we end up solving our base issue? We did. So the outer wall right now is a nice 18 to 15 degrees right now. Except for down in here, it's a little warm, and I'm guessing that's why it's a little cold in other areas of the base. Probably because this is warming up a little bit, and then this is kind of like the entry point for the cooling system over here, so it's a little bit chillier. That's okay though. It's fine. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Okay, all right, so now that we have this automation wire kind of moved, let's deconstruct this old one real fast and get that out of there. Great, okay, so if somebody could come open this up, I'd really appreciate that. We need to get this whole area pumped out. A little chlorine scent up here. What else? I think this is looking really good, everybody. So we should have we have a nice little stable area here for power. We're gonna have a crisis at some point when this gets too warm in here, but it's fine. Nothing we can't solve. Okay, so now that that's taken apart, automation wire there, and power here. Okay, so that pump can get hooked up. We still don't have anywhere to put this fluid, but that's okay. We'll solve that problem in a future video. And we're pumping this area out. Great. Okay, so eventually we'll pump all this out of here. We'll get all this chlorine and everything out of here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just open this up a little bit. And come down here and dig this out. As a matter of fact, can we actually get down in here and mop this water up and stuff? Ooh, we might be able to. Yep, it looks like it. Great. So let's get all this out of here. Cool. All right, well, we'll let that vacuum out. That can get sorted into storage. We have plenty of natural gas. Eventually this is gonna come back online in like 19 cycles. So we're doing really good. Man, that's awesome. Well, I think everyone, this is a great spot to stop for the day. We have coal going to all of our kilns. The only thing we have really left to do is one tile out of, are you kidding me? All right, we clearly did not measure that when we set this up last time. What we'll do is we'll set it up like here. Okay, so this can deliver coal to these two kilns. I don't know. That seems like overkill to me personally. Like, we might need that much refined carbon. I don't really feel like it. We'll see. We'll see. But, well, that's going to wrap things up for today's episode. A big shout out to all my subscribers and the people who help donate to the channel to stream. You guys, without you, we wouldn't be able to do this every day. I really appreciate you. If you are enjoying this series, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to be notified about future videos. And have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.